Right. It's Ilva and Celeste. It's always Ilva and Celeste.
Oh, oh my goodness. They're probably like, why is she laughing? Because it's that Ilva and Celeste show. Woo, 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 woo. Ilva, how many more days do we have in this year? I think we got like 35 days. We don't have a lot of days left in this year.
Something out there.
Something around there. And I'm just
Hmm.
excited because it is the end of the year. And although things have changed this year, Ilva's in Colleen. I'm here in Minnesota. This is normally the
Hmm.
time where we would be planning a celebrate your wins. And that doesn't mean that it can't go on. It can still go on. We're going to have to start a campaign, Ilva, where people can still celebrate in this community the wins. And I think we should do something different this year, Ilva. I'll talk to you about it
Yeah.
later, but I really think, and the fact that we can't be, together side by side on the red couch, this still could be a success. I'm glad. I don't know. It's God. He's always leading this thing. But yeah, I was meaning to talk to you about it because I had an idea about celebrating this year. But anyway, we're here. Ilva and Celeste, what's up? We got a great topic for tonight, don't we, Ilva?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So what happens when you don't get what you want? Am I right? Am I right? What do?
Man,
We
I'm
huff and we
telling
puff
you.
and we blow the house down, maybe. I
That's
don't
so
know.
true. That's exactly what we do. We huff, we puff. That's what I was thinking. Like, I'm mad. Like, I'm upset. I'm angry when I don't get what I want. And that thing can go kind of like two ways with me. When I don't get what I want, when I'm told no, I could even be shut down, like nothing else happens. I don't move. I don't think about, okay, well, I was told no, or I didn't get what I want in this situation, but that doesn't mean that I can't take an alternative route, which Ilva and I have talked about before a couple of years ago. Actually, sometimes you just have to go another way, but it's okay when you're told no. I hear people of success, celebrities, they were told no 50 million 11 times, but that one yes made a difference.
Yeah.
So it's the thing about if you want to pause, to rethink some things, but just stopping and never turning back to it is not okay.
Yeah. A no is never a final answer. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, obviously it's up to you. You can always take a no as your best yes, as we spoke before, because maybe it's not at that moment. Sometimes we want things to be done yesterday. Means sometimes it's not when you want it to be. So
Yeah.
when we take a no as the answer and we build from there, like you said, don't give up on none of that, we can discover why. Well, maybe I have time now to do this, because it's all about perspective. So no doesn't mean it's a final answer, and no doesn't mean anything. Delay does not mean denied. You know what I
Right.
mean? So,
Right.
um, what happens when we don't get what we want? What happens? It's all about a reaction. How you react to that. Do you huff and puff and blow the house down, or you take that break and build up something with that as well?
Right.
Because if you always get yes and yes and yes and yes, then really, really, you're not learning anything. You
Right.
know, sometimes
Right.
no is a good answer. And it you learn from that. You get tenacity. You persevere from that, and you just keep on keeping on until you get, what you want.
Right.
A no
Right.
is a detour. Does not mean that it changes your destination, as we mentioned before. So when you
Yeah.
don't get what you want, just be like, okay, why? What do I gotta change? What I gotta do? Make it better. Take away, add, and just keep on. That's it. But
Exactly.
normally, we shut down. That's
Yeah.
what we
That's
normally
what
do.
we
We get
do. We
depressed
shut
about
down.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Right.
exactly
Yeah.
what we do. We shut down and we never revisit that thing again. And then we're like 20 years later, like, man, I remember I had that idea. Or I remember, when I made that suggestion and now I'm seeing it done. Well, let me tell you something, Ilva. And I know you probably see this all the time being an entrepreneur. Like, we have great ideas, we have wonderful ideas. But, and when you start that thing, when you start to do research, you'll see that, oh my God, I wasn't the first one to come up with this. They're already doing this in California or Idaho or Wyoming. So what do? If in Killeen they're telling you no, well, guess what? Someone is already doing this in Idaho. So let me maybe contact that person in Idaho and let's see if we can partner and do something. Like, there's always an alternate. When we're told no, being told no sometimes is a confidence killer. And that's what you're doing when you shut down, when you just stop completely. Your confidence is like sliced in half. But let me tell you something. My dog, he is a very persistent dog. And I learn a lot of lessons from Bud every day. And when Bud is told no, as kids, with your kids, you tell them if you tell your kid no, if mom says no, they'll go to dad or their other mom or their other dad. You know what I'm saying? And we get upset with them saying, hey, if I've already told you no, why are you going behind my back? But that's just the natural thing to do. And I think that's what we should do as adults. As kids in a home with parents, yes, that rule applies because mom and dad should be a team, right? But as an adult, as an entrepreneur, as a whatever it is you're doing, if one person tells you no, you have the right to go and ask someone else. You don't just get stuck there because, oh, I was told no, or I didn't get what I want. Maybe it was a dumb idea and I'm not going to proceed. Lies. You just take that alternate route that Ilva and Celeste taught you 2 years ago.
Hmm. That's right.
There's a
That is
way to
right.
think. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, it's everything what happens when you don't get what you want. And sometimes it's just not your time yet, because you know how we always say what's for you, it's for you. Nobody can change that. So
Yeah.
always remember that. What's for you is for you. It doesn't matter the no. Even if it's a no, it's okay. You know, it's okay. A no should never be thought as a negative way either. You
Right.
know, sometimes it's a positive thing. For
Yeah.
you, builds character, it builds a
Yeah.
lot from there. So
Yeah.
no gets a bad rep,
Yeah. And that's why it's
so
so
and it may
important
be no,
to,
yeah, it may be not for them, but you may find that one that be like, oh yes, this is what I've been looking for, because not everybody likes. I love pink. Not everybody likes pink. It's okay. So
yeah.
not everybody likes what you have, but someone will,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah,
And that's
exactly.
the
So
importance of, if you're a praying person, that's the importance of prayer. That's the importance of having that source that you can go to, to seek guidance. Because I'm telling you, most decisions in my life, if it don't come to me naturally using my discernment, I'm seeking, I'm praying, I'm meditating, like, what should I be doing here? That's important because, yeah, when you're told that no, what do? Some people, they just have that gift. They can ask and they can receive immediately. They can ask and they can get what they want. And you're like, man, they always get what they want. Well, maybe, they have a good method. I like to think that I'm that person that, before I make a decision, because I don't like being told no. I'll be the first to say I do not like being told no. So I'm like in constant prayer, in constant meditation to know, okay, God, who should I be asking? Recently I accepted a challenge that was like, ooh, this is scary. But I went with a proposal like, hey, this is what I do. This is my vision. This is what I've done in the past. I would love to do this here, and that was intimidating, to say, hey, this is what I want to do at your winery, at your vineyard that your family has built in 10 years. but I'm confident enough, to tell you that I can bring this here and it can be a success. And thank God they agreed and they were like, oh, okay, it's a wonderful idea. But you know, that took prayer, that took meditation, that took me thinking. You can't just go, like on wild geese chase, like, hey, this is what I want to do without, thoroughly thinking things through, not to toot my own horn here, but yeah, when it comes to wanting something, if you're serious about it, if you believe in it, then you keep going. It don't matter about that person though. And had this person told me no, guess what? That's not the only vineyard in Mankato. There are like several others, that I could have went and did the same thing with, but thank God, I presented myself and the opportunity, and yeah, it's gonna be a plus for both of us, for me and them as well. So I'm
That's right.
excited. Whatever it is, you may be seeking or wanting, you've been told no, whether it was 10 years ago, 5 years ago, you go for it. You like Ilva said earlier, you revamp that thing, think about it, you plan accordingly, and you go for it again. Like someone will give you a yes, period, eventually.
Yeah. Yeah. We just, um, it's easy to give up, you know, it's easy. It's hard when that no comes through and you just keep on. It's really hard. Nobody said you're not
Yeah,
gonna have a pump. Just
it's
don't stay
hard.
there. You know, even if you don't get what you want at the moment, we just can't throw ourselves on the floor and be like, like a little baby. You
Yeah,
know, you
yeah,
just gotta keep on until
yeah,
you get what you want, and then you're gonna be thanking the universe that you got that no. Because if
yeah,
it wasn't for that no, it wouldn't push you to do this route instead of this, either or. So it's always good, So
yeah.
then again, it's all about perspective. How you gonna take that? Is it gonna make you or is it gonna break you? Which one is your choice?
Right, right. Like that one meme, and I cannot find it. I can't find it. I can't remember it. But I love that. I love it when I see it. It says, how like when a woman doesn't get what she want or something like that. And she was like, first of all, I'm gonna cry. Like, yeah, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna, pout, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick myself back up and I'm gonna keep moving forward. And that's how you should look at things. Like, yes, have your moment. You have to process those feelings. If it's sadness, anger, go through it. Like I'm the first person to tell someone, if you're angry, be angry. Like be angry, because suppressing that anger, all you're doing is hurting yourself. If you don't be angry with that situation,
Mm,
eventually you're gonna be a freaking ticking time
no,
bomb
no, no.
and you're gonna
Mm,
snap.
oh,
It's gonna be ugly. But you deal with it, deal with those emotions. And yeah, pick back up and keep. Is that my baby Luca?
yeah.
I want to see him so bad. Oh my God, I miss him.
I came up here because they were all downstairs, so don't mind that. And now that everybody want to come up here,
Well, when we start recording, you go get Luca because I want to see him. That's my baby.
I will. I will. And that's what happens when you go live.
I know, right?
But
So
no,
there, you
it's
have
so
it.
true.
Ilva and Celeste have informed you. You know what I'm saying? What happens when you don't get what you want? You deal with that
Don't give up.
for a minute, day or two. You don't give up and you keep it moving. Like, so
Keep
what?
on.
That person said no. You know, you move on. Oh my
Exactly.
God.
It's okay. I mean, it's okay. You just gotta keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. It's okay.
Exactly.
Don't stop until you get what you want. That's it.
Yeah.
It may take a minute. It may take a while. Just it's
Yeah.
like
I
exactly. Sometimes
remember,
things are not meant right there and then, and that's it.
yeah. I
So
remember as kids, I can't remember what it was, but there was like this chant. It was something, I don't know, but we would be like, hell no, we won't go.
Right. Hell no, we will go. Yep, that's right.
Yeah,
Oh
hell
my
no,
God.
we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. Like that's how you gotta be. And we talk about this all the time too. Like you just gotta go back to being a kid sometimes. Like kids have it all together. Don't our kids get what they want? They get what they want. One way or another, they get what they want. They may not get it right then and there, but they get what they want. You know, even if it's not
Yeah.
the exact same thing, they get something to appease them for what they were missing when you told them no the first time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like for instance, with my dog, I don't have any kids. I got several nieces, nephews, godchildren, but no kids that live in this house. Thank God. But with Bud, you know, he wants to go outside and he's bored. He probably wants to go outside because he's bored. Because if we, you know, if he just came in, I know he don't need to go relieve himself. He's probably bored. But I'm not going out there. It's 10 degrees. I'm cold. I'm not going outside. However, comma, I will play with you, you know, and he don't care. Okay, you didn't go outside, but you did something to, you know, to get my attention. So you know, you played with me, but you did something. So it's the same thing with children or with you, you know, just do something to keep you moving forward. You know what I'm saying? To keep you happy, to keep you whatever your case may be. But it don't have to stop with a no. I hate it when, you know, people are told no and, you know, in a conversation they'll say, "Oh, well, I had asked my friend what was their opinion, and when they said it was dumb or they didn't think it was a good idea, I just didn't share it with anybody else." What? You keep sharing until you find someone that supports you, you know, or that think it is a good idea.
Mm-mm-mm.
But anyway, that's all I have to say about that, Ilva.
You guys done?
This is so funny.
But yeah, that is right, girl. No, I agree with you 100%. You
Yeah.
know, so I
Yeah.
agree. So,
So there you have it. Ilva and Celeste. What happens when you don't get what you want? Keep going. Have your
until
moment, get up, and keep
dot,
going.
dot,
That's
dot,
it.
dot, dot,
Period.
to be continued.
Period.
Yep. You just gotta put to be continued until you get what you want, then you put the period.
Yep.
That's
So
right.
we will go. Next week, we'll be back here talking about something very interesting, I'm sure, because that's how we roll. And
Okay.
yeah, happy Thanksgiving. We probably won't see you next week. I take that back. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, the stars is coming in. I mean, hey, but we probably should do our always what are we grateful?
Yeah, we
Thanksgiving,
can
where
do
we
that on
still
Tuesday. Let's
on
plan for that on
Tuesday, yeah.
Tuesday.
But we're
Yeah.
always so on the run that
Well, Tuesday I'll be traveling, so we'll probably have to do that Monday. We'll probably
see,
post it on Tuesday. However, we'll do something.
however come on, we will do something. So yeah, thank you for
Okay.
tuning in.
Bye. We love you.